Hi. So I'm opening our first Kickstarter. You want to do the honors now?
So it's Crusader Kings?
It's Crusader Kings. It's the game we've been waiting for.
Almost a year.
Well,
I would say a bit.
I think
it's less than a year.
It's been a year. No, I think. Oh yeah, because I ordered. I think it was July or August. So it's been less.
Open the box.
You don't want to open it?
No, you do the honors. Be careful not to damage it. We have Oreo here, who's busy with his mouse. Chasing the mouse on the iPad.
He's not helping us at all. No help at all.
No, he's supportive.
Oh, it has a nice hue to it, the box.
Yeah?
Yeah, touch it. It's like.
Yeah, it does.
It's not shiny. It's like has like a mate. Oh, I think it's going to be a nice addition to our board game
our board
bookcase.
game bookcase.
Yeah. I think it's going to take up a shelf of its own because I don't know how we're going to fit it.
Oh, we'll organize it.
Yeah. Why? So, Crusader Kings, lead your dynasty to triumph. A game.
So this is from Free
League, but it's
Paradox Interactive.
Well, Paradox Interactive is the designer
game.
of the video game, so I guess this has the approval of Paradox. And they're getting royalties, of course.
Oh, there's obviously advertisement.
Yeah, too bad I already own those games. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're not going to trash it.
Oh my, this is quite thick. Nice manual. There's some illustrations. It's good enough quality. Like it's pretty solid. Solid binding. Yeah. So it has all the rules, and there's even. So I was a bit worried about this, but it does say solo and 2-player mode. So
Okay,
even
so
though on
that's
the
very
box
important.
it says, I think as you can see.
I believe it's supposed to be 3 players, no?
Yeah, it says I think on the here it says 3 to 5 players. So they don't actually mention.
Where do you actually see that? Show me. Oh, here it is.
Yeah. It says 3 to 5, but it's actually in fact it does have a 2-player mode.
And what's nice on the side of the box is there are all the names of the backers.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm actually in the. Because maybe it's
sure.
the people who paid a bit more.
We'll have to
double check.
Yeah, because we did not back the
Royal Edition.
We did not back the Royal Edition.
So this is goes by their first names. So let's see if
Our cat is having a blast here. Like, no joke.
Yeah.
Do you think so would it be under your acronym or will it be?
No, I think it's the name that I backed it under, which would be eHorse. I'm just looking if it's there.
But did they sort it alphabetically by first name or last name?
Yeah, by first names. Well, I'm gonna double check the acronym too now. Crusader Tsar. Okay, but eHorse is not there, so. Oh my god, it's a lot of people. Some really weird acronyms here. Like this one guy, his name is Critical Big Swinging D.
I have to say
it's very creative, but I
like that.
I don't want to even guess what D stands for, but he seems to be a big RPG gamer. Critical Swinging Big D. Because he can hit critically with his big.
I have to say, it is interesting. So it's true, yeah. There's a lot of. This is a very thick rule book.
It has scenarios in there too, like some of the scenarios.
Okay.
You can play, I think.
So how about you try to find that later?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not in.
We didn't pay enough, I guess, to get our name on the box.
I think you have
next
to pay
time,
like a few $1,000s to be on the box.
It's okay.
Wow, so the
No,
board is actually quite.
it's not a few $1,000s. Come on, you are exaggerating.
So the board is actually quite nice. I mean, I was actually sort of worried about this, but you can see it's quite thick cardboard. Like it's. I mean, I think it's up to par to some of the other boards we have. Like
I mean, open it fully and then we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, because there seemed to be a lot of negative reviews about the board, so I'm really curious to see.
I think, I mean, you know, like the board, I mean, the one board that I find is actually, like, the one I least like is the Root, because it's sort of...
I have to say, it is a bit wobbly.
Wobbly. This one is actually not...
I think it'd be
wobbly
better
at all.
if we...
It's the... And it's thick enough. I mean, I find it's big. They actually made by request of fans, they actually made a bigger board. Because originally in prototype, I heard the board was smaller, so...
So
they
I'm guessing
expanded.
here we have the different...
Well, we have a map of basically Western Europe. Like, this doesn't include... well, it includes some parts of Eastern Europe. Like, I mean, there's Poland, there's Bohemia, Hungary. So there's some parts of Eastern Europe, but there's no...
But it's mostly...
there's no Kiev and Rus. Like, there's no basically Russia at that time in Ukraine. But there's Italy. I mean, the major players in the game is basically England, France, Spain. Italy is green, and there's German Holy Roman Empire, which is basically Germany at that time. So I'm guessing that the colors also apply. So there's the red color to represent England. There's gonna be yellow for Spain, green for Italy, blue for France, and I think black is Reich, the first Reich. Oh.
And on top of the game, we have also a lot of tokens here. So I'm guessing these are the trait tokens. So more tokens. So there's quite a lot of these tokens.
Yeah, it's. I mean, how do they seem? Do they seem to be
There's also some shields in
good
there.
quality too? I mean, they're.
Well, I think we'll have to
See when they punch them out.
when we punch them out.
Yeah.
I definitely think
There's
that
quite a lot, yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of sorting out to do.
So you can see these are all traits. So you see, like the green are the good traits. I mean, there's clever. There's a lot of clever, cultivated, pious. And there's the bad traits. Bastard. I like that. That's definitely I guess a bad trait at that time.
Dim-witted.
Yeah, dim-witted.
That's a good one.
Ugly. I mean, I find it's not a very politically correct game. I mean, you have bastard and you have ugly. Which are
Well,
the
this
bad
is a
traits.
historical game. I mean, these are historic. Some like.
Or ignorant. It's very.
Yeah. Is there lunatic? There must be lunatics.
There's definitely there's lustful, but there's definitely a lunatic in a computer game. There was a lunatic trait, which is actually quite fun. I'm not sure if it made it into the board.
So I'm guessing those. The only thing I think would have been really nice with this game is, I think for the Royal Edition, instead of kind of doing the more miniatures, I think it would have been nice if they could have done a version where there could have been some metal tokens.
Yeah, like
I think
they actually made a sort of like if the Royal
Yeah.
Edition was actually different from the regular edition.
Yeah, I
it gave you
think
some
that was
extra-
something that
extra bling.
they could have just. I think that's something that probably a lot of people have really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at. Wow, there's quite a lot of miniatures in this game.
As you can see, it's
So-
really goes in depth. I mean, there must be a few layers of this. So actually, let's take off. It has a nice, as you can, what you cannot see is like it's actually embossed, like the plastic. Like it's a nice touch. And they actually put this cover
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
on.
well, it's nice that they
Oh,
gave
each
nice
one
inserts.
have a cover like that. Look.
So I think for people who like to paint the miniatures, this will be definitely.
Well, it's going to be extra work because basically I think you have to paint them black first, right? Before, so if these ones are okay, they're already black, but
But
the
I
other ones
think-
you have to paint,
Yeah.
give like a primer, or actually no, I think all of them you have to
I'm
give
not an expert in painting
Yeah, me neither.
of miniatures, but I have to say one thing. The only thing that I find nice is that at least they varied what the miniatures do based on the colors.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a slight
There's a
difference.
guy with the warhammer, there's a guy with the axe.
And I have to say the castle looks nice.
Yeah,
I mean, even if it's not painted.
yeah.
It's
I
pretty
mean, there's
nice.
a lot of detail on it. I mean, you can
Right.
see the little
And I'm guessing,
gate and,
I'm not an expert in this, but I'm guessing these are more knights.
yeah, well, actually, in the game, knights they're not armies. They represent.
They
your,
represent more the
your fiefs.
Oh, okay.
Basically, basically on the map, there's these provinces, right? So each one is is your fief. So basically, when you conquer the map, like to represent that it's yours, you put a knight. So
Uh-huh.
basically, you can show where you are on the map of Europe.
So let's continue. Like, let's see what's more in the box.
There's a bunch. There's a lot of cards. Oh my god! There's actually. You can see there's 2 packs of cards. So, I mean, it is basically. I mean, a lot of the gameplay mechanic
So
is.
these are some action cards.
Yeah.
And what are these ones?
Are they the same as the others?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're,
There's just more. Of the
okay, so
same.
there's quite a lot of
Yeah.
actions, I'm
And
guessing.
you can see on each card that there's an event. Basically, I think from what I understood, like usually the events are negative. Or no, some are. I mean, there's one that says "Blessed Child" on this one.
I think it really depends.
Let's open them up and see what the.
Okay.
Oh my!
And
So
these are the character
the characters
cards
are a
I'm
really
getting.
big stack, and you can see there's basically you could have kids, grandkids. They all
So
have
multiple generations.
portrait and name. Yeah, and there's different cultures too. So I mean, there's must be basically 5 cultures in the game. So there's all the.
Oops.
Oh, they're actually quite nice. I mean, they have a nice velvety feel to them. Like I mean, they could have just put plastic or something. I mean, if I'd actually made a nice touch that they made like these little draw.
So it's nice there is an
Drawstring.
insert in the box. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm guessing, finding a way to organize all the
Yeah.
tokens. So I think that's definitely
Yeah.
investing in some kind of either plastic container or with
Yeah.
compartments.
Which we actually already
Or
went ahead and we
bags.
actually bought a
Yeah, we'll have to
container already.
see how it fits through it.
Yeah.
You want to open this?
Yeah, sure. Yes, I mean this is perfect for cards, and that's gonna be fine. Just for the bunch of miniatures and tokens we're gonna need. Plastic container. I mean, so far I gotta say I'm pretty happy with the build quality. I mean, okay, so there's these are the families, different basically you can play as. So you can see there's
House of Normandy,
Salian, which is German. House of Capet from France.
France, Italy.
Spain, I think. Jimenez dynasty.
English.
It's nice because each one you have a little story. Like
Italian.
they
Yeah, they're very
explain the
nice.
dynasty. It's well done. That's
I mean, these are not very.
Habsburg. Is there
No,
Scottish?
this is German. Well, I think it's probably.
I thought I saw Scottish. This one, no. Oh no.
No, I think it will probably be more English, but this
Yeah.
looks like.
House of Blois. It's another French dynasty. So I guess each culture has not just one dynasty. You can choose
Right.
basically between different dynasties.
I mean, these are a bit thin, I have to say, but I don't think you'll be playing much with these. These are just kind of just to show your house, different players.
And these are basically the action cards. I mean, they're a bit thin too, but I
Yeah.
mean, those are just more of sort of help tools. I mean, you have them just.
I mean, they are nice to have at least, I have to say,
Yeah.
when you have something that can kind of help each player decide their action. I mean, they're a
it's
good
sort
reminder.
Of, like,
They
I
are
guess
thin.
Terraforming Mars quality, because I find the ones in Root were much more thicker.
Yeah,
cardboard.
Root is more of a cardboard.
Yeah, here it's more. It reminds me of Terraforming Mars.
Terraforming Mars, yeah.
Okay, so these are the player boards. And
I think those is basically what could have been thicker.
Yeah, I mean, we heard that they were gonna be thin, and like, yeah.
I agree.
I agree there.
Yeah, I can see how easily this could be torn. It would have been nice if they would have done this out of cardboard, because
Yeah.
yes, it is. I think it's something you definitely have to be careful with, and it's kind of annoying that there is this kind of bend in the middle.
I guess they did it also for the purpose of storage.
Probably
I mean,
storage,
but I mean,
weight.
yeah, because the way I see it, you could even get them laminated. I mean, not.
Well, the problem is you won't be
then
able
you
to
can't
bend
put
them.
them back in
Yeah.
the box. That's it.
I mean,
a
they have to
compromise.
give somewhere.
But I find even in the.
But I think it's probably like if they would have done a Royal Edition, they could have had some better components on some little things.
Yeah.
Like the coins and maybe these.
But I also have. I mean,
But
the way it works.
something
is,
has to give.
Yeah. But I mean, this is the first edition of the game. So I mean, if it's really popular, if it goes well, I mean, they're probably gonna do another edition, which is gonna be have better quality components. Like even like in Gloomhaven, I think the second edition had better.
Well, they fixed some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but the health, you know, the
I think
health.
they take the. Anyways, we'll see if this
Yeah.
game will get a second print in. I think if it gets a second printing, it is a good sign.
Yeah. Let's hope. Okay.
So this
that's
is
that.
basically the unboxing.
Thanks for watching.